everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Tuesday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I'm going to be talking about the Guardian.com article which reads, "Disabled people must work from home to do their duties as UK Minister. People with mobility and mental health problems will be asked to work from home or risk losing their benefits as part of a UK government decision." UK Government Minister Laura Trott described as doing their duty. The policy will be set out as part of the autumn statement to the welfare system, which Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, has said it is unsustainable. Hundreds of thousands of people will be told to look for work or face having their benefits cut by £4,680 a year. Laura Trott, MP and Chief Secretary to the Treasury, has said of course there should be support to help them into work, but ultimately there are dozens of citizens who are able to go out and look for work. They should contribute, and if you don't, there will be sanctions. Charities have warned that the DWP plans to tighten health-related benefits, which are provided to more than 3 million working-age adults across England, could cause huge anxiety and mean sanctions for disabled people. Campaigners have also warned that the welfare changes could lead to many losing out on an amount such as £400 a month in the entitled support that they're entitled to. Tony Wilson, who is the director of the Institute for Employment Studies, told The Guardian back in September that the extra support to help disabled people into work should not come with such stringent conditions. So what are my thoughts as an autistic woman? So I'm going to mention a couple of the economic lists that the Prime Minister has mentioned in his economic autumn statement. He says number one is the economic priority to halve inflation, to grow the economy and reduce debt. The Prime Minister is doing a £2.5 billion worth of funding in 5 years with a back-to-work plan for people who are supposedly out of work or long-time sick or disabled. So what are my thoughts? Number one is my thoughts on Laura Trott. She has no reality or understanding of disabled people or people with mental health issues or conditions. She has no reality on how harmful her statements towards the disability and mental health community she's made. Number two, why has the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said in this statement that the goals for the DWP and government are unsustainable? So therefore, why is he forcing through these plans to go ahead? And then I turn over. Number three, not all people with disabilities or mental health conditions need mental health treatment. This is a very dangerous statement to be putting out. Number four, the Restart Programme. It is, in my view, only for someone who's done the Restart Programme. The Restart Programme does not work. For people with disabilities, their staff are not trained. It's completely unpractical. They try to force you into jobs that are full-time jobs that a lot of us with health conditions can't do. They offer no training to do with employment. They do basically DWPs, courses like CVs, interview workshops, etc. It is not something that is sustainable. It's not practical. I would not recommend the Restart Programme. I did not enjoy it. I found it absolutely useless. I would not recommend anyone to do the Restart Programme at all. I think it's a waste of time, waste of money. It's just another tick box for the government and the DWP. The government are totally out of touch when it comes to supporting disabled people, and the Government Minister of the Treasury, Laura Trott, was completely inappropriate telling us that all of us must work from home to do our duty. Hold on a minute. Laura Trott, you are not disabled, clearly. You have no mental health issues, clearly. You have no right, no say, no practicability, no accountability in you to make these decisions for us, for people that are disabled with mental health issues. You have no grounds whatsoever to voice your opinion. You have no right to tell us what to do. A lot of us can't work because we're not given time of day to prove ourselves. A lot of us can't work because of travel commitments. A lot of us can't work because our health is so bad that we can't get out the house to travel. The anxiety, the stress, the panic, not being able to afford, because it's going to cost a lot of us more in travel than it is our wages. So again, it is impractical to go to work in the first place. And the fact that you don't understand employers don't want to give us disabled people a chance. There is no sense in you whatsoever telling people that we must go into work, that we must be able to do things, that we must work from home. Who are you to say that? Because people who work from home or people that are disabled, they don't have the same choices as you. They don't have the same, you know, everyday function as you. People with autism, mental health disabilities are the ones that get left out. They get isolated, they get judged, they get, name called, they get bullied in the workplace. And I don't see how these rules are going to work. I don't see how this new policy is going to be absolutely suitable. I think what the government have done is completely out of reality, out of touch. I think something needs to change. I think that the problem is disabled people again are treated like second class citizens. We are treated like we are idiots. We're treated like we are people who are not worth supporting. And the problem is this is completely impractical. We can't work from home. What on earth are you on about? A lot of us don't work because we can't. A lot of us can't work because we're not given trials, or we're not given, suitable work placements. You say that we can work a full-time job. What in God's name are you on about? Have you met disabled people, Laura? Clearly not. Rishi Sunak needs to get rid of this woman. This woman is ridiculous. She's completely impractical. She has no knowledge of working with disabled people, clearly. She needs to take a good, hard look at herself and go and work with disabled people. Listen to disabled people like myself. Go out and experience the world from a disabled person's perspective, because I can tell you now, a lot of us can't work, and the reason is for that because our mental health and our disabilities are so severe that we can't work, which the government awards us disability benefits, which is to be independent, to look after ourselves and care for ourselves with that money. We are entitled to have disability benefit because the government have ruled we are so severely disabled that we're unable to work, and we can't get the right support. So for you to make these policies for Rishi Sunak is completely irresponsible, completely unforgivable. And unless you go and see people with disabilities, or you are able to understand from our voice, our experiences, how we can't work. A lot of us want to work, believe me, we want to work, we want to be productive members of society, but unfortunately, employers such as you and employers across the workplace don't hire people with disabilities because we're seen as too sick, or we're going to go off sick, or we're not going to turn up on time, or we're lazy, or, no, we're not lazy. We are people who want to work, we are people who can work, and unfortunately the government don't give us the time of day. So for you to say, if we can't work, we have to work from home, doing what? How are we going to work from home? What are you expecting us to do? IT jobs? Or you expect us to do database jobs? Or you expect us to do jobs that are completely impractical? It's just completely unreasonable. The government, again, is so out of reality, out of touch with disabled people. It's not even funny. Like, this is just absolutely absurd. Please let me know your comments down below, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!